So now we're going to take a look at X4 Records Serum, and we're going to go in to create a couple simple bass patches, and I'm just going to show you kind of my workflow and how I experiment with certain parameters, LFOs and envelopes and filters to just kind of make simple basses. Okay, so this next video is going to be a little bit more experimental. It's going to be just trying to get a couple sounds made out of X4 Serum. So let me pull up Serum here. And I'm just gonna try and say my workflow on this. Like, I'm not the best sound designer in the world. Some people can hear a sound and go recreate it, or hear kind of in their head what they want and go and make it. I'm more of the experimental type where I'll sit around for hours and basically mad scientist until I figure out what I want. But we're gonna try and make some basic sounds and just get some sort of pattern going here. And also, just so you know, I've turned down the volume of the second layer to just kind of give the kick a little more punch. A little more beef on the low end. Alright, so let's start here. I'm gonna make a MIDI track and just kind of show you what I do when I'm just trying to make sounds. So we'll go into we'll just play around with a couple sounds and see what we can get. Let's try squelchy. And we'll turn that down. Turn this up. So I kind of like that sound right there. So I'm gonna make an LFO just so it can kind of change that. Turn on trigger. Alright, now I'm gonna go in and just play around here. Ooh. So go into the effects here and add a little bit of dimension expander, hyper, kind of get it image louder. Then we're gonna add in, I like playing around with the tube or hard clip a lot, so maybe try flanger. I'm gonna change this to the notch 24. Take the flanger off. Maybe add a little delay. Then we can always just try and play around and give it an extra tone with, say, Combs filter. It's always fun to play with. That kind of sounds cool. And let's just pull this back a little bit. Alright, so the fun part of this is actually taking that same synth we just made and making in-between noises for it. So just working with the same synth, you can like create a whole other pattern so that they're kind of in the same realm. So let's just play around with the LFO now. LFO 2. And I'll also put this on volume. And now I'll just try a couple other things, see what we can do here. So I just FM'd it there, and I'm going to change the octave. We can get back to that in a few. So I'm gonna put this back down. Make it a bit wider. And change this. Ow. All right. Cool. So those give us some ideas there of what we're working with. I can go in and try other filters if I wanted. I really just like the combs. I like reverb. And then there's all these new ones that have been added, the disc combs and the scream. But they're all fun to play with, and basically from here you can play around forever and keep making new sounds. So yeah, that's kind of my process to going. Yeah, it's my process in going and making bases. We can go a lot further into this, but this is just kind of a starting basic idea for you guys to kind of play around with. But yeah, from here in the next video, we'll be taking these synths and processing them with a ton of effects, compressors, distortion, clipping, just to kind of get them a little bit bigger and rounder. And we'll, from there, go on and resample stuff and try and create a much stronger pattern.